afternoon guys, thanks again for watching. Today I am in the New Forest. What I thought I would do, it's been a little while. The main reason has been Christmas. So Christmas has sort of just happened and I've not had the time to be able to sort of get out and do anything. So yeah, lots of presents, lots of wrapping, and then lots of food, which is yeah, I'm gonna have to work that off. So I haven't had the chance to get out and do much, hence not many videos. I'm hoping to change things in the new year, so what I'm hoping to do is go out a little more than I have been and try and go out and take some nice shots and bring you lot along with me as well. Well, that's the plan. So today I thought I would take a trip out to the New Forest. I did have plans to talk about scouting, but I'll probably go into more detail about how I go about doing it in another video. But I've googled places to go around in the New Forest, and one of the places I noticed was one of the ponds, or one of the, they are ponds. This isn't the actual pond. I think this is part of it, and the main part is over the other side. But it's Andrew Mayor, and it's yeah, I'm just having a quick look around here to see if I can find something worth taking a picture of. The only problem I have, as you can see, is it's a dull day, which arguably is a good time to actually go out and do some scouting. So yeah, I'm thinking if I manage to find some shots, they're probably going to be black and white. Yeah, the good thing here is that there's a load of bushes and everything blocking the wind, so yeah, the water's relatively calm, which is good. But it's just trying to find something that catches the eye. And I have found a reflection of a tree. What I'll do is I'll show you that in a sec. The only issue is I've got to catch it when the water's smooth, or when it's no ripples in the water at all. And at the moment it's just a tiny bit of ripples. But I'll have a look at that, see if I can get a shot of that. One of the other things as well, just at the edge of the water here, you've got, I'm not quite sure what it is. I'm guessing it's grass, like water grass, some sort of grassy stuff in the water. Probably is just grass, and where the water's overflown it's just covered it. But some nice sort of nice little patterns in the water, and that makes it a little more interesting. So what I'll do is I'll see if I can get them shots, and then I'll show them to you in a moment. So what I've done is I had a quick look at the shot of the grass in the water, and it's not particularly easy to do anything with that. What's happening is, what I want to do is get a top-down view on it, and as I'm doing that I'm actually getting a reflection of myself in there, which means it's not coming out particularly good. Tried to stick it on the polarizer, and it's not made any difference whatsoever. And if I go at an angle, it doesn't seem to look very good. So what I'll do is I'll skip that shot for now. But what I'm concentrating on now is this tree and its reflection. So there isn't really much of a foreground interest. So it's all about the reflection. What I've done is I've stuck on the case 6-stop ND filter, and that'll just bring up the shutter speed, just so that I can make sure that any small ripples in the water are sort of smoothed out a bit. So that'll hopefully give me a slightly better reflection. But it's pretty much the tree is the main focal point, and then there's the reflection. What I'm doing is I'm at f5.6, and it's giving me about a 5-second shutter speed with the amount of light that we have and the 6 stops ND filter on, and it's coming out quite nice. The only thing it's lacking is light, because it's a very flat, overcast day. There's no light in the slightest. But I think sticking it into black and white will probably make quite a nice image. I'll keep playing around, try some other settings, and then I'll probably have a little wander and see if I can find something else. Okay, so those aren't going to be portfolio images, not by a long shot, I don't think. But what I have to do is, and if anyone's in the same boat, is you have to look at it as a bit of a scouting mission. You're finding the image you want to take, and then you'll bank that, remember the location, and then when the conditions are right, you head out, go back to the same spot, and then you bag that portfolio image. It's the best way to look at it, otherwise you can quite easily get disheartened with photography. A lot of it depends on the conditions, and it's either you have them or you don't, and today I just don't have them. It's just plain grey, no light, which means anything that I take is just, it's not going to look as good as it would if the light was better. So the way I'm looking at it is that I'm scouting, looking for those images or the potential images, and then once I've noted that down, I'll then make sure that I come back at a later date and see if I can bag that portfolio image. Okay, so I've had a quick walk around around Andrew Mayor's pond, and there isn't a great deal around there, so there's not really much of any interest. I'm thinking it's probably going to be nice getting the sun in the evening or even early morning. I think early morning it rises over my shoulder and then it sets over the other side. But either or, I think as long as you've got something quite nice in the background, some nice trees, some nice foliage, it'll probably look quite nice either side, to be fair. But what I found is it's a load of gorse that's been burnt, and it's really interesting because you got basically there's no leaves, no branches, no nothing. It's just dead wood, and a lot of it's black, so it's quite nice getting that contrast between sort of black of the wood that's been burnt and then all the grass and all the ferns around it. I've even found some with little mushrooms growing up the side, and those are bright orange. So what I'm looking to do is find something that looks quite good, see if I can find a composition with this, and then I shall take a shot. But it's finding the wood for the trees. I struggle with this massively. Woodland photography, this sort of thing, it's not easy trying to find some resemblance of order within the chaos that sort of makes sense and looks right. But I'll have a hunt around and I'll see if I can find something, and I'll come back to you in a moment. Okay, so I'm starting to lose the light now, or what light there is. I've taken a few shots. I wouldn't say that they were brilliant images, but I'll take them back, have a quick look at them in Lightroom and see how they are. One of them was a birch tree that had been burnt, and I quite liked the way you had the silver of the birch and then the burnt parts as well. So that was quite interesting. So I took that shot. Hopefully that's come out okay. I had to stick it on the tripod because there's next to no light now, just to make sure that I wasn't bumping up the ISO. There was another one on, so I mentioned there was mushrooms on the gorse, but it was complete contrast between the mushroom and the gorse itself. So it was almost dead black where it had been burnt, and then you had the orange, which is like bright orange. So I've taken a few shots of those just to see if that comes out okay. So I'll chuck them up on screen and hopefully they've come out okay. Like I say, this trip has been more of a scouting mission than anything else. For those last two images, I've probably got a bit more leeway in regards to the types of conditions. I think as long as it's not harsh sunlight, then I probably should be okay. So I can potentially come back either sort of early morning, late afternoon, and get that nice orange glow on the tree or on the branches and on the mushrooms and that. The reflection is almost definitely going to be better in the morning. And depending on where the sun comes up, of which I think is behind it, there might be a nice bit of glow on that as well. If it doesn't come up behind it, it'll probably be even better. But I'm pretty sure the sun rises over there. I expect this is a short video, which I'm sure after the last two, which were 27 minutes long, I'm sure after those two it's probably a welcome relief that this one isn't as long. Again, I apologise. The videos have been a bit sparse over Christmas, for obvious reasons, but in the new year that should pick up. I will be getting out and about and trying to get some more shots, and I will definitely be taking you along the way. One thing that I will mention is that tomorrow is getting a new toy. So at the moment you are being held on a GorillaPod, which is great, nice and cheap, but as you can probably tell with the video, it's a bit bouncy. So what I'm hoping is the new toy that's turning up tomorrow is going to help get some nice buttery smooth motion and me walking, and some nice B-roll as well. Getting the smooth B-roll. Simon Byrne, he seems to be a master of that, and I'm pretty sure I've seen him use a gimbal. Hopefully when I get mine, things like this will be a lot smoother for you. Right, I will leave you all to it. Thank you ever so much for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and yeah, drop a comment in below. It's nice to hear from you all, so yeah, please leave comments. It'd be much appreciated, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.